have confronted the government and the leaders of this country. It is only you, the Nigerian people, that will decide the day you will stop suffering. You cannot afford to be seeing the blood of your brothers and sisters being split. Little children that know nothing, 3 years old and 2 years old, being burnt alive. When we keep silent and behave as if nothing is going on, the wicked and evil will continue to try. Buhari has gone, but he left you with the pain and the suffering. So Nigeria, we cannot allow them. Look at the way they are tossing you left and right. Few days ago, a young man that is growing up, fish magnet, was kidnapped, ransom demanded, paid, and was killed. And you have a governor that is running to contest for an election. Wow! To the church leaders that will keep silent and be given an award to wicked men and women that have no conscience for the nation they govern. Woe to the Islamic community that all you're doing is planting doctrinal conflicts and bringing about violence among yourselves instead of talking about the welfare of your own people. Look at the way Nigerians have been mocked in Ghana. Now Ghanaians are saying Nigerians must go. South Africans are saying Nigerians must go. Togo are saying Nigerians must go. You Nigerians, wake up and fix your country. I want to say this: voices may be silent, but this voice will never be silent. If that is all I'm gonna do, just as I take this heart and put it down, I'm ready to put down my life, that a nation will arise. We will fight this fight, and any governor that is not doing your job, just know you're on the exit point.
I want you to pay serious attention to what this man of God have to say concerning our country, Nigeria. It is very serious. Please do me a favor, share it on all social media platforms, share with your friends and loved ones. God bless you as you do so. Watch this video.
I have confronted the government and the leaders of this country. As much as we have issues with the government and the leadership of this country, I have more issues with the Nigerian people. It is only you, the Nigerian people, that will decide the day you will stop suffering. It is only you, the Nigerian people, that will decide to bring an end to the oppressions that you're going through. You cannot afford to be seeing the blood of your brothers and sisters being split. Little children that know nothing, 3 years old and 2 years old, being burnt alive. And yet you sit down in the comfort of your house drinking your tea as if nothing has happened. I challenge our religious institutions that these politicians, and most of them that are third class brains, they cannot continue to manipulate you that are first class brains. When we keep silent and behave as if nothing is going on, the wicked and evil will continue to thrive. We are a people that have a future. If we don't take our destiny, forget about the appointment you're given, forget about being made an SA, forget about being made a minister, forget about being made a commissioner. It doesn't matter whatever you are made, whatever you get will come to an end. Buhari has come to an end. But the fact is, Nigeria continues to live. And if Nigeria continues to live, Buhari has gone, but he left you with the pain and the suffering. He must have reconciled himself with his maker, and his maker will forgive him. But what about you? So Nigeria, we cannot allow them. Look at the way they are tossing you left and right. Instead of thinking about your welfare, they're thinking about 2027 election. The roads are not fixed. Great brains in Anambra. Few days ago, a young man that is growing up, fish magnet, was kidnapped, ransom demanded, paid, and was killed. And you have a governor that is running to contest for an election. Wow! To the church leaders that will keep silent and be given an award to wicked men and women that have no conscience for the nation they govern. Woe to the Islamic community that all you're doing is planting doctrinal conflicts and bringing about violence among yourselves instead of talking about the welfare of your own people. We're gathering them and giving them awards of nonsense. I challenge the average Nigerian that it is time we drop whatever tribe, whatever religion, whatever you think about, and let's pull our energy together to make a difference. We can decide that these people will not go into power, and we must get the right men and women. 2027 is not for politicians to manipulate our head. We will get the right men. I talk to you, Mr. President. You have the opportunity to fix and make amends to your mistakes and your errors in the next 1 year, or else we will get on the street. We cannot be bought. We cannot be bought. I feel the tears of the recent young men that we kill in the villages. You are saddled with the responsibility. This is what you applied for. 1 year is more than enough for you to give Nigerians hope that there is a starting point and we have gotten it right. Look at the way Nigerians have been mocked in Ghana. Now Ghanaians are saying Nigerians must go. South Africans are saying Nigerians must go. Togo are saying Nigerians must go. You Nigerians, wake up and fix your country. I want to say this. Voices may be silent, but this voice will never be silent. If that is all I'm going to do, just as I take this heart and put it down, I'm ready to put down my life, that a nation will arise. We will fight this fight. And any governor that is not doing your job, just know you're on the exit point. You can transfer and defect to any party. We will mobilize the people at the grassroots to determine their fate. If it is blood for blood, we will lay down our life until Nigeria rises up and Nigerians can sing the song of praise. With tears and pains in my heart, I speak to every conscience living legion, all our elderly men and statesmen. You're closer to your exit. President Obasanjo, President Jonathan, President Babangida, President Abdul Salam Abubakar, and all of you, you must have made a mistake in the past, but it is time for you to give and create a future for the descendants to come. Woe unto you to go to your grave without fixing Nigeria. God will judge you. God will judge you, Dangote and others who would not join forces with the masses to subsidize what you produce in their country. A time and a season will come that Nigeria will be too hot for the wicked to survive.
I'm sure you have heard everything the man of God has said in that video. Before I comment on that, I want to explain something very important to us. It is important for us to understand that a lot is going on in the world right now, especially in Africa. And that is why sometimes when I make a video, when I release a video, I always ask us to pray for our country, Nigeria, and for our continent, Africa, because it is very important. I've always said this, and I've always given this analogy that a thief does not break into an empty house. It has never happened that a thief will go to a house that is empty to rob what? Nothing. If you see a thief breaking into a house, it's either they have an information or an intel that there is something valuable inside that house. So when I talk about Africa, I need us to understand that Africa is a blessed continent. Africa is a blessed continent, and that is why the devil is doing everything possible, especially my country, Nigeria. Nigeria is blessed with everything you can think of, natural resources, human resources. We have everything it takes to become one of the best, one of the greatest countries in the world. But Nigeria is moving backward every day because of what? Poor leadership. And I'm going to be explaining some of those things to us in this video, because sometimes it's like when we come out to talk, some of you think that, oh, we are just blabbing, we are just saying anything. I need you to understand that Nigeria is a blessed nation and Africa is a blessed continent. And that is why the devil is fighting so hard to make sure that we don't rise to become that continent and that country that God has destined us to be. Let me just explain a few things to us. I need you to look at what is on this board. This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria, my country. When you come to Nigeria, you are coming into a land of milk and honey. A land that have, a country that have everything needed to become the greatest country in the world. But the country is not thriving. I've been in Ghana. I lived in Ghana for more than 10 years. And if you go to Ghana, you see that, if you agree with me, if you have been to Ghana before, Ghana is a rocky place. It's full of mountains. Their soil is not good. You see stones everywhere. But if you come to Nigeria, we are blessed with beautiful soil. We are blessed with everything. You come to Nigeria, oh, are you looking for mineral resources, natural resources? We have gold, we have crude oil, we have gas. Nigeria is super blessed. We have coal. What are you looking for in Nigeria that you will not see? But why is Nigeria, a country that is supposed to be the giant of Africa, going backward and dying and not maximizing its potential? Why is the country still struggling to become that force it's supposed to be? Most people call us now not the giant of Africa, but the chicken of Africa. Why? Because of these things I'm going to be explaining to us. When I talk about Nigeria, sometimes I feel like crying, because I understand the potential we have as a nation. I understand the potential we carry. Just imagine you have a child. You know that this boy can play football, but the boy chose to become something else. Chose to become something that you don't even understand. Just imagine that you have a child, and this child can become something special, but the child have decided to be loading car in the motor park. That is the case of Nigeria. Giant that is sleeping. A sleeping giant. I want to explain something to you, because sometimes I say, hey, Nigeria, I need you to understand that there are some things that if you don't deal with in this country, the country will continue to go backward. The country will continue to remain stagnated. You see, I'm not talking about what the man of God has said, because you see, when it comes to prophecy, sometimes analyzing them, you might go and make mistakes. But if I will comment on that, but I need us to understand something. And I tell you that if we tackle some of the things that we need to be tackling in this country, the prophecies will reduce. Not that, you see, every time when we hear, oh, this will happen in Nigeria, that will happen in Nigeria, it is because even some of the things we pray for are the things that the government of other countries, they do for them. The case of Boko Haram today, you will not tell me that Boko Haram are more powerful than Nigeria as a government, as a country. You cannot tell me that. But Boko Haram is still existing, is still operating, because, in fact, I dare to say that there are people in government sponsoring Boko Haram. Yes, that is why it's like they are like powerful. I remember one time our former president released some Fulani people, not Fulani people, Boko Haram members, that they have repented. But somebody stole something small, is still in prison. People that murdered people that are in their farm, people that killed people, they have been released. Some of them enrolled and made put into military. Some of them entered police, and others that they have repented. Whereas some of the people that did NSAS protests, they are still in prison. And let me just watch this video of somebody pleading with Tinubu to go and release some of the people that they locked up during NSAS protests. Is that not bad? Watch this video.
Mr. President, there are some people who are still in detention as a result of the NSAS protest. They were young people who were protesting for justice, for freedom, and for democracy. Any young protester in Nigeria today learned from you, because you were the father of protest in Nigeria. Do something about it. Give them the freedom. You taught us, you funded us to stand up and fight. So they are your children and your grandchildren. Give them the pardon. Thank you and God bless.
I'm sure you have seen it. They released Boko Haram members that they have repented, but people that came to fight for their rights, came to do a peaceful protest, are still in prison. Welcome to Nigeria. Let me show you this. You see this country, Nigeria. What is killing this country, number one, is politics. Politics. They play politics with everything in this country, even with your life. They play politics with everything. And it has become so sad that you see a young person like me, who should be fighting for the interest and defending the interest of this country, also joining these old men, these people that are supposed to be our leaders, that have turned misleaders to play politics. Because I no longer call them leaders, I call them our misleaders. They are not leading us, but they are rather misleading us. You see young people joining them. Why? Because of party spirit. I belong to APC. I belong to PDP. I belong to this. I belong to that. Rubbish. I've never in my life voted or supported anybody until P2B came. I did not support P2B because I'm an Igbo person. I did not support P2B because I belong to Labour Party. I did not support P2B because I know him from anywhere. I supported him because I looked at him, his manifesto and everything, and I knew in my heart that this is the type of leader we need. That is why I supported him. So some people will say, I don't do politics. I don't belong to any party. No politician, even in my place where I come from, we say they have given me 5 naira before to say go and vote. I don't even have voters card until P2B came. Because I know that your vote, even as we voted for P2B, did our vote count? No. Party, politics. And our people are following because of party. APC, PDP. And they are supporting rubbish. Go under the comment section. You see what young people like you and I are saying. Are saying with their mouth. Another thing. You see, Tinubu is becoming, I was seeing on social media where somebody is saying that Tinubu has become one of the most searched names on Google right now. When you talk about politics, you are talking about people like Tinubu, you are talking about Peter Obi, you are talking about Nyesowike, Akpabio. All these people, they are looking at politics in Nigeria. This is what is killing Nigeria. Party, one of the things killing Nigeria. Party, politics. That is one of the things killing this country. Somebody said something that we must emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. We need to deliver ourselves from this party spirit. Forget about who the party you belong to. Vote the right person. Vote the right person. Vote with your conscience. Another thing killing us in this country, killing our country, Nigeria, killing our country, Nigeria, is tribe. Are from Yoruba, are from Igbo, are from Hausa. That is one of the things killing this our country, Nigeria. If an Igbo man does something, instead of Igbo people to call a spade, they will say, hey, if it is an Hausa person that did it, we will say it is fine. That one will go. If a Hausa person do something, Igbo people will attack, but Hausa will be defended. If Yoruba person does something, Yoruba will be defended. Hausa and Igbo will be attacking. Instead of us calling a spade a spade. Two-Face said something in one of his songs, that there are no bad tribe, we only have bad people, and it is true. Because if you go to Igbo land, you will see good people. You go to Hausa land, you see good people, you also see bad people. You go to Yoruba, you see good and bad people. So there are no bad tribe, we only have bad people. Unless maybe 60% of the people in each of the tribe are bad, because majority will always carry the vote. You see, tribe. If Tinubu is in power, Yoruba people are defending him. If P2B comes into power, Naibu will be defending him. Yoruba will not say, hey, it is because it is an Igbo man. We know that this Igbo man cannot rule, because they are focusing on tribe. Even when the Igbo man does something good, they will try to discredit him. Imagine Yoruba people in Lagos asking that Igbo should leave Lagos. In Nigeria, you are asking a Nigerian to leave a state that it is your own state. Tribalism. Because they are doing better than you in your state. Is it their fault that you refuse to rise up and take advantage? There is something in football we call home advantage. You should have an advantage because that is your place. But if somebody comes to your own home and is still beating you, you should be ashamed of yourself. Instead of you fighting that person, go and learn from them. It's not easy with all the odds against this person. This person have come to your place and the person is succeeding. And the best you can do is to say, go, leave. This place is not your own. I bet you, if Igbo people leave Lagos today, Lagos will crash. Take it or not. I know that some people will come and attack me. Go and check how many businesses are owned by the Igbos. I was explaining something to somebody a few days ago. I told them that the only thing holding Igbos there is because Niger Delta, in fact, the East don't have seaport. Else, they would have left that place. But that's a story for another day. So we look at the Yorubas, we look at the Niger Delta, the people that are claiming and saying that they are not Biafrans. We look at Biafra, we look at Arewa, we look at Oduduwa. All these things are contributing to why one of the reasons Nigeria is dying as a country. Tribe. Another thing killing the country is religion. I was telling somebody yesterday, if I had the power, instead of all this problem, Christ ambassador have done this one have done this person have done that, I will dissolve everything called church. The only churches we will have will be Anglican, Catholic, and Pentecostal. These old churches. When those people they were operating, Catholic, Anglican, and all these old ones, most of the nonsense we are seeing today, we are not seeing it. Most of all these things we are seeing, most of all this scam happening in the church, we are not seeing it. So that is one of the way anybody that wants to be a pastor, if God calls you, fall under any of these denominations. Today, this person will rise up and go and rent one particular hall and start church. Whether God called you, God does not call you. Some of them can take juju and be performing miracle. I don't have a problem with the church. By the special grace of God, I'm an evangelist. I love God so much. But we need to understand that God has given us this brain to think. The things happening in the church today is uncalled for. It is making it difficult for people to even defend Christianity as a religion. Though we all know that Christianity is not a religion, it is a lifestyle. But next time we'll talk about that, because if you say it's a lifestyle, how many of us have that lifestyle? That's a topic for another day. So under a religion, we have the Christians, we have the Muslims, we have the traditional people. These three don't agree. This one says this person is bad. This one says this person will go to hellfire. This person says this one is wrong. Even in Christianity, this church is saying this church is the wrong one. This pastor is saying this one does not know how to preach. They are fighting each other. No unity. no love. If you look at the church and the things happening in the church, it will marvel you. You will be shocked. But by the special grace of God, I know that everything is going to be all right. You look at the mosque, you look at the case of Mercy Chinwo, and the things Ebedamina is coming to expose, and the case of tithe. A lot is happening. I'm not going to comment too much on all these things before they start attacking me. These things I've mentioned are the things killing this our country, Nigeria. Talking about what the man of God have said, I know you're expecting me to talk too much about that. I will not say anything. I will say what most of you don't like me to say. Pray for our country, Nigeria. Let us do well to pray for Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country we have. Some of you will say, oh, I'm not a Nigerian, I'm not this, but I will ask you, if you are traveling now, which passport do you travel with? Nigeria passport. Which currency do you use? Nigeria currency. So all these things are the things that you need to think about and start praying for our country, Nigeria. You have heard everything the man of God have said. Whether good or bad, we need to pray for our country, Nigeria. Pray for Nigeria. Pray for our men of God. Pray for our imam. Pray for everybody, and do well to love people. Love God. Anytime I say pray for Nigeria, I've been seeing all the I've grown beyond all the insults that some of you throw at me, and that is why I don't respond. I see a lot of hate comments and all the rest abusing me because I said pray for Nigeria. I'm saying it again. We need to pray for our country, Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do it to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell so you never post another video. You'll be notified. Turn on subscribe button to say thank you to you. Thank you for stopping by to watch our video. We love and appreciate the support you give us on this channel. May God bless you. May God reward you in the name of Jesus. When you call for one, may millions answer you in the name of Jesus. I will see you in the next one. You are blessed.
I have good news for you. You will win. It's been written.
I am what I am by the grace of God. As long as that grace does not fail, Satan will never win.
This revival you see will not be aborted.